Today we will work on the single stroke roll. This is the one rudiment that we cannot avoid as drummers, which is why it's important to keep it clean, crisp, powerful, and accurate. If we can take care of all of this, speed is just going to be a natural consequence of it. So for example, if you've been struggling with your drum rolls or even your drum fills, if they don't sound like that around the kit, most likely your single stroke roll is suffering from some inconsistencies, which is exactly what we're going to treat in this workout here. What we will do is we will play the single stroke roll for 20 minutes with no breaks. If you've never done this before, it will probably feel a little bit overwhelming at first, but don't worry. I promise that after this round, you will start doing this every day. It's going to have a huge consequence on the way you play. It did for me, and this is just one of my favorite workouts, especially when I don't know what to practice. I'll just sit down and I'll play singles, doubles, or paradiddles, or anything like that for 20 minutes. It's great. Today we'll play at 80 beats per minute. I just find that to be a really nice intermediate tempo. So let's say if you're struggling with your, let's say single stroke roll or even drum fills at 120 beats per minute playing 16th notes, this workout is going to be perfect for you. Now, if you're already at the, let's say 150, 160 threshold, then you can speed it up to 120. And today I'll play along to a beat. I just feel like it makes the journey a little bit easier, helps us get a little bit more in the groove. But otherwise, you can just use a metronome, use a stopwatch, or you can use this tool here. I created and designed this website because it really helps me practice. It's drummerlab.com. You can go to the lab and you can write down your own patterns here. It's really cool. Of course, if you do this, you can create your own patterns, or you can go to the courses, and I have this course here, drum rolls, and you can do the same exercise. If you want to work on something else, you'll find all the rudiments that are related to drum rolls here. Then the next course you can find paradiddles, so everything is here. In this case, we're gonna go drum rolls, single stroke roll. Like you see, I have technique and coordination exercises already set up here, but the one we're doing today is just technique exercise 1, which is just a single stroke roll like this. Here you can change the tempo, you can speed it up, you can slow it down. You have a stopwatch here to keep track of your practice session. On top of that, you can also keep your previous practice logs here. You can add instruments and move some of the strokes to different instruments. You can also change the dynamics by adding accents and flams. You can customize this exercise at your will, and I recommend you to try all sorts of different things. If you want more information about Drummer Lab, I'll put a link in the description below. But today we're going to focus on keeping all the strokes even. This is very important, and you want to try to aim always to the center of the drum. And in my case, I'm right-handed. I'm going to pay special attention to not playing my right hand louder than my left hand. Ideally, I want to play an even stroke like this. And as we go, I might switch from wrist to finger technique, but this is entirely up to you. What's really important is that you keep it consistent and that every stroke sounds exactly the way you intend it to sound. So here's the beat. The most important thing is to try to stay relaxed. Ready? I'm going to count us in. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. dynamics here. I'm gonna play it softer so you can follow, or you can keep it at the volume you want. Here we go. The reason why it's important to be able to play it at different dynamics is that now you can create melodies between accents and ghost notes. This is the simplest form of melody. It's like a binary code. Check it out. Hope I didn't throw you off there. But dynamics are important. And the 2 and the 3 and 4 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 1. Go back to normal volume. Keep it here for a while. Probably a good time to scan your body. Make sure there's no tension in your shoulders. Make sure your posture is good. If you need to take a break, that's fine. Just join back as soon as you can. bring down the dynamics again. We're going to do one more exercise here. I'm going to accent all the right hands. These are your eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now a bit more advanced. I'm just going to do this one time, I promise. Hope I don't throw you off. Play the wrong pattern there. I'm going to accent all the left hand. E, ah, e, ah, e, ah, e, ah. Probably won't do that again. It's a great thing to do, by the way. It's really going to fix timing issues if you have any. Playing the upbeats. E, 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 E. Up, up, up. Alright. After this, I'm just going to go back to our normal volume, back to playing full strokes. Again, we're going to stay here for a while. So far I've been playing just with my wrists, with not tight but not too loose grip. And now I'm gonna switch to French grip and I'm gonna play with my fingers. So feel free to keep your wrist strokes going if you don't feel comfortable playing with your fingers. Otherwise, try to join and let's see if we can play this together. What I want to do is I want to transition from this grip to the French grip without affecting the beat. So let's see how it goes. There we go. Now I'm trying to balance my left hand and my right hand. I don't know if you can see it, but my left hand is wobbling a little bit as opposed to my right hand. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to have my right hand teach my left hand how to do this. So my left hand is trying to copy my right hand. This doesn't happen overnight. That's why I like to do this exercise as often as possible. That's the only way to fix this kind of issue. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Left hand doesn't like this. Sorry about that. Just gonna keep it here. Alright, I'm going to bring it back. So this was the 20-minute drill. If you were able to play throughout this entire time, I'm sure you can see how beneficial this exercise is. What I suggest is that for the next 7 days, you come back and play this every day or even twice a day. and you will notice the progress. This is a true game changer. This is the fastest way to develop muscle memory, in my opinion. And also feel free to add any extra patterns. You can add any kick patterns. You can move hands using Drummer Lab here. If you have any questions about this practice method, or if you have any questions about Drummer Lab, I'll be very happy to answer them. I can also answer more in detail if you contact me through info@drumnationtv.com. We can even set up a Zoom call or something, and I'll help you getting everything set up. Other than that, I hope you enjoy this practice session here. I hope you come back tomorrow, and I will see you in the next video.